Hello, welcome to the channel. It's been about 4 months since we did a chat video, so here we are talking what we personally feel is the big issue and the missing part of Gears 5. That is the lack of maps. Gears 5 is almost 10 months old and still new map selection is pretty small. Sure, they added a few maps from Gears 4 and older ones, but to be fair, the only new maps we've actually got is Pahanu and Allfather's Arena. Gears 5 has the biggest campaign we've had to date, with 4 acts spanning over a huge area. The whole open world was mentioned so much during the build-up and marketing of Gears 5, only for it to be left disappointed that so much could have been done and so much was left out. The campaign detail is amazing, the artistic aspect of the game 10 out of 10, but all that hard work feels completely wasted now, as so much of the campaign could have been brought into Horde and multiplayer. Playing the campaign again had so many points where simply taking out sections of the campaign would make sense. If TC say that building maps takes 6 months, then why not half that and build on sections of the campaign? Here is the perfect example of maps we feel that could work in multiplayer and Horde. This is from Act 1, Chapter 4, The Tide Turns. It's part of Settlement 2 section and during the part of the campaign where lots of enemy attack in waves. This was also part of Gears of War 4 where you would have a mini horde battle during the campaign. Each one of these battles took place on what can easily be turned into multiplayer maps. Once you have beaten all the enemies, you can walk around the area and see how easy it would be for the Coalition to simply implement this into a map. The spawns would obviously need to be changed and added each side, but the layout of 99.9% identical, only for the entrance to this section being different. The rest is the same on both sides. After walking around the map, I did my best to make an overhead view of one of the part of the campaign to show this could easily be done. You can see from the map I have done to where JD is walking around the ideal map for both Horde and multiplayer. The multi-level aspect of this map would make it much like the Gears map Escalation, but just not as steep. The map consists of 3 levels. Level 2 would be the highest point of the map. In campaign there is a troika there, but that would be removed or placed in the centre if needed. After the controversy of the troika being put on Glory in Gears 4, I don't think many would want that back. Also, no weapons should be in the high point of the map. The only advantage that anyone would be to be up there would have the height advantage over the players below. Level 1 is the centre line of the map, with plenty of cover to see across the map and many vantage points. Ground level is what it is, it's the lowest point in the map, but still have ample cover. This would be the best place for power weapons for players that took high ground advantage over lower ground players, so they would have weapons to counter that advantage of the height. As we said, this is just many parts of the campaign that personally we would like to see make its way into multiplayer. Understandably, many players want new and old maps. The Coalition always state the time and the team it takes to make maps is huge, and there is just at times not enough of that to sustain the requirements. There is nothing wrong with the maps that came in Gears 5, it's the fact that we've had hardly any since launch. Only 2 new maps have come to Gears 5, and the rest are maps directly ported from Gears 4, and that's fine. But to have the longevity in a game, it needs to have injections of new maps. And if it does take time to create maps, the point of the whole video is why not take them out of the ones built in campaign. This is just one map section we logged of campaign, but there are 3 more acts in Gears 5, and all acts have these sections built in the game, so that's the point. Give fans and players sections of the campaign, then it will allow us to play maps that have some familiarity and presence of the campaign. So much of the campaign had so much detail and art design, and it just goes away, as many only play the campaign a handful of times. We know Operation 4 is just around the corner and TC are saying a lot is coming, so we hope that means a lot more maps, and not just the one, and the one remake. More as in 4 new maps. Let us know your thoughts, and if maps are the big thing that you want in Gears 5.